And we are back. It is time to start the second game of this series. It is 1-0 to North, despite what the screens say at the back. And we can see that now CR4ZY are the favorite, I suppose, for this particular map, rather than the whole series. So there is potentially some money to be laid, money to be made, and lost, of course. So be careful. Well, North have looked a better team, as they should. They should. I think that long-term, CR4ZY have some simple fixes to make. We can see the strafe odds there, 80% for North. I think that's reasonable, to be honest. Overall, at this point, I think that's reasonable. I think there are some easy fixes for CR4ZY, but they got to find some short-term solutions. Otherwise, they're going to be in trouble. They've got to find these solutions now.
I think most maps are really different to Inferno as well, because especially if you're a team that has a lot of really good individuals, there's lots of different ways that you can get those individuals activated that might not be as available to you on a map like Inferno, but you know, on a map on the more open maps, on pretty much any other map, honestly, I think it should be a bit easier. And Train's a really fun one. I got to say, you know, Train is such a great map to watch when you have some good Train teams. So hopefully CR4ZY can show us some cool shenanigans on that map. And but I would say also that North, in the past for me they've been hit and miss on Train. It would be cool to see if there's some new stuff in the works for them. It does feel like the style is quite different now that Valde's taken the helm. So you know, with the respect to that, I'm quite curious how it's going to look. The T sides, that is, for North. And as you say, James, you know, they just generally are the better team, so they should be able to close this one down in two. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. But you know, with the likes of the individuals on CR4ZY, they could certainly create some interesting scenarios. That might be a little bit difficult.
But Masu's out again. Everybody gets a little massage before the game starts.
On a massage.
Everybody in good spirits. And a bro fist throughout as well. Good energy from number 6. Nice presence around the row from one side to the other. It's pretty good stuff. So let's see what North have to offer their opponent. North will start on the CT side, so it's down to CR4ZY to be the aggressors, if North will allow that. Nexa has been dropped to P250. He is the raid boss, so it gives him just shy of double the range over a Glock for the one shot. But Gabe's looking pretty close, which allows the Glocks to activate. They've got a bullet advantage as well. Or should I say the magazine advantage. Yugi's got the range, though, with the USP. He's got some Kevlar as well, which is nice. Chooses to fall back. Those two players are there. In the meantime, Nexa's P250 will be activated in Ivy. So we've got 2 players taken out for North on either side of the map. And they haven't seen the bomb yet. The bomb is around a T-spawn area, just throwing some grenades in towards Connector. So a kill towards B, a kill towards A. No sight of the bomb. North can't really know what's going on, but they are stacking towards A.
Yugi's actually not in a bad position. If he gets a good timing through the smoke, he could get some backstabs here. And no, that had to be it. That had to be it. Now it's just, well, they've been shut down, so there's no real chance there. So we'll have to see if a force bar will come out. James, I want to see the double scouts. Give me, no, give me triple scouts.
How many kills do they get? Because if you buy Kevlar, you need to get a kill to have the money for the scouts.
Ooh, that second one was nasty. 1 scouts. I see Yugi.
No, there's bonus money now. There's bonus money. Thinking of the times of old.
Yeah, I was wondering what you were talking about. I thought you were talking about like if you buy a scout, but you also want Kevlar, and you said need 1 kill. I'm thinking to myself, but that wouldn't that be like...
Back in the days, Dan. Back in the days.
Indeed.
It's all changed now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 scouts, but it looks like there'll only be 2. It depends what Yugi gets. We didn't see what he was going to buy yet, but presumably he's going to get a scout too. He's a sniper.
I'm telling you, man, the GG combo with these colored mice and keyboards is a pink mouse and a blue.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, a pink mouse mat and a blue mouse. It probably works in reverse as well. The colors don't clash in either direction. So, but pink on pink or blue on blue is just, it's uninspired, man. I wonder if there's anything in that shoebox under the monitor. What secrets does it hold?
Yeah, that monitor's really high up, actually. It's really high up. So double scouts, double deeks. Don't ever take these rounds for granted if you're the T side. It could be quite scary.
This is the kind of round there where I think Crazy are more inclined to have some trouble. Because, I mean, based on what we saw from Inferno, the way North were pushing apartments and next to jumping onto the balcony with his knife out, stuff like that, I feel like these are the rounds where Crazy could self-implode, well, implode.
One tag has been put onto Esperanto, so that's the starts. Uh-oh.
Shut it down.
Okay. Okay. This now it starts to get desperate. Esperanto's been hit by a scout. Hunter's been shot in the face by a deagle. Now you gotta get everybody in onto a bomb site as soon as you can. No messing around at this point now.
Yeah, and they're still not through the choke point, so they'll deliver the usual grenades. That's a very important flashbang, but I think there's still trouble for them. Kiabi gets taken out. Will there be any more tags, though? Not just yet. Gate's still in a strong position. Yugi's been taken out. So one scout's gone, but the other scout's still alive, and AZ lands a headshot. Gate's still alive. Look at the time on the clock as they continue to slow things down and deliver headshots with this scout, AZ. 2 players remain. There are 30 seconds for Crazy, and they're barely moving around, but the CTs are. Gade gets taken out, he gets punished, and now North know where one of these players is, and now it's just down to Valde, but again, at the clock, the smokes have gone from Ivy. Lenny trying to cross to the site, the bomb's being dropped, and it's very close, straight headshot. Valde just stands, he waits, and they do indeed implode.
Oh my God, that is amazing from Valde with the CZ. First of all, when he spotted the player initially, and it was kind of almost like he like saw a slither. They saw each other basically, and the other guy has a rifle, and then he re-peeked into that. Like, I'm already surprised that he wins this fight. Like, that's crazy. He wins that. I cannot believe that he takes on Esperanto as well with a headshot, no less. Esperanto was the player that got tagged by a scout earlier. That is unreal, James.
I love the patience from Valde. Like, he knows he hasn't got time to, let's say, run towards Ivy and try and hide there and play the clock. Just holds his ground. There's no doubt whatsoever. I will say that even though Crazy lost it, they didn't lose in the way I thought they might if they were to lose it. AZ landed 2 headshots with a scout. Not much you can do about that. Next to delivering, though, there's revenge in the eyes of Crazy. 2 picks towards Ivy. They won't go and retrieve the guns. Gade stops Letney from advancing. But Crazy have got plenty of time. We've got Hunter teasing the ramp into B. Crazy want to make an information play, but it can be costly. Again, they're not through the choke points just yet. You can see Gade is taking forward action against the Deagle. He will be left with 6 HP, but he has thinned the numbers out. This is recoverable for North, but Gade is in a lot of trouble. If Hunter's got the right angle, then Gade will be gone pretty quickly, and the bomb still hasn't been spotted. They don't have information on the last 2 players. We can see that Valde's pushed Ivy, however, and his flank could be good if he goes towards A main. His teammate's in the middle of B, so I would imagine he goes towards A. Now Crazy are slowly edging towards the side. They don't have control of the Ivy position, but it looks like they will go for the plants. Or maybe... Okay, there we go. There's a plant attempt. Nervous stuff when you don't have anybody Ivy. And now it's a 2 versus 2. Valde can show presence while Yugi rotates. The E-box kill is here. Big headshot. Down to 5 HP though. Esperanto's been spotted. He's got a lot to do, waiting for the trade fragger. There's Valde gone. 1v1. Beautiful stuff. And Crazy turn it around again.
Just down to Esperanto, though, and okay, so this is one of those spots where if you decide to force buy as a CT side, I mean, you can do it, but I don't know if I like it at this point. I think you should just give it up and just go for the save. Just get your buy round in. Just give it up.
No, I want force buys, Dan. I want force buy after force buy. Force back.
Because the scary thing is that the more rounds you're not playing with AWPs,
yes,
the scarier life is.
You've got to get that consecutive round, bro. Force buys. Take man Twix by force.
It's yeah, I don't know. It's going to be tough. I mean, obviously there is always a strong chance that you can make things happen here with these Deagles, but
there are no buts, Dan. The only choice is force buy. It's a fact.
Well, the thing is, if Crazy win this round, they're up to 3. Then North have to save, and then that'll be 4 rounds. So it'll be 4-1 before North can even get a buy-in, an actual buy.
It's the way of the world. It's the lay of the land. It's how it must be. Oh, that was a close one for AZ. Had good headshots with the scout, but they won't get them on the Deagle. Not this round. Forward play from Crazy into Connector. Very good position. We've got North creeping with these deagles. Esperanto being careful, moving back, getting his bell run through the corner of the wall. Kiabi delivers another headshot. There's a rifle to be collected, but Nex is trying to protect it. He'll do good with the Galil. Kiabi caught in the rotation, maybe giving up on the round. And now Yugi's left to be victimized by Crazy, who survived with 4 players. So it's a pretty good anti-force buy from them. And indeed, Dan, the worst has happened. It's Eco Town for North.
Yeah, it's one of those things where Train is a good map for the force buys, but at the same time, like, you know, it's just as likely that, you know, you'll get maybe 2, 3 kills again, or like, let's say what, you know, you get 4 kills again, or it's a clutch or something like that. You just narrowly lose. Do you force buy again? Because you have more money then on the loss bonus, but you're still losing the rounds. And to a certain point, like, you're going to be minimizing your what is really strong on the CT side, which is the ability to have orbs and to have utility. And that's where you really win the rounds. And this is, I like that we're seeing a lot of this here from North. Little snack there on Ivy. Oh dear. Otto will walk into this. Hello? But that's all the information.
I don't know how many players you saw, in fairness. But Crazy will move into A with the range on most of the players. Oh, they're getting bells rung left and right, though. They've only got 3 players left. They've got plenty of time on the clock, but it feels like absolute anarchy. And that's what North are trying to take advantage of, but they're a great trade for Crazy. 2 versus 1. AZ is naked with USP, and he won't last very long. So they've won the round. That's the important thing. Again, these rounds, I think, will continue to be dangerous from map to map, but as long as they can survive, maybe that'll be enough for Crazy.
Absolutely. And so we get the 4-1, and North are unable to even afford an AWP. They're unable to afford a kit. They're unable to afford Molotovs or incendiaries. That's pretty rough, James. If you like, we're going to be getting, like, if they lose this round, let's say, it won't be until the 8th rounds that they have their first AWP on the CT side of Train. I just want to let that sit for a moment, because that is a problem. That's definitely a problem.
North with AZ and Connector. Crazy with a take of the, or a clearance, at least, of the pop dog position, or the ladder position if you are a North American. North had a look towards Ivy, and they'll choose to fall back with a focus on the other parts of the choke points around the A bomb site. Now Gade is alone on the B bomb site. Had a teammate in tow earlier on, but seems North are pretty confident with their read. Kiabi's in a pretty strong position. We've got the counter smoke towards that pop dog area, but the T's are starting to move through. Hunter loses a duel, but there's an instant trade from Esperanto. Letney gets taken out in the meantime, and it's Carnage. This time it favors North. Nexa suddenly alone with stereo frags from North. He hasn't fired a shot yet. I don't think they know where he's coming from, so maybe he's good for 1 frag. But look at Valde's angle! Not good for anything, but Gade is there to trade. An expensive round, but a round for North nonetheless. 2 plays survive for them.
Good work from Kiabi there towards Sandwich. That was an awesome couple kills. The bomb as well towards T main, and that was pretty critical, as we'll see. And it means a lot to Valde. And this is brilliant because they'll be able to get the AWP finally. They've even got defuse kits, fancy that. And the incendiaries as well. So actually getting that full buy on the boards. And the AWP is in the hands of Otten as well. So just checking where he's playing. He's towards the pop dog area actually. Or halls now, back up into the halls. So we'll see a burst into that B-bomb side. Oh my god, Valde did huge amounts of damage there. I don't think he saw anything though. And there's 3 players here towards this B-bomb site. North have all the information that they possibly could ever ask for. Oh my god. Crazy have been completely denied, James.
They've been told no quite violently by North. Also 1 HP Jesus with the AWP. I want to see a flashbang kill. Letney trying to create some space for his team, but he's going to walk into some issues. We have an elevated position for AZ with an inferior weapon, but the position might be enough. Letney unable to respond, not expecting that one. Sorry, it's Gade there, misreading the radar, excuse me. 35 seconds, and I think this round has come to its conclusion as far as Crazy are concerned. Not much you can really expect to do with an AWP and 1 HP and only 2 players alive. So I do wonder if Next is looking to hide in plain sight or if they're actually going to push through the choke point with 20 seconds on the clock. No. Upgrade to an AK-47 and try to hold on to what they have. North get their 3rd round on the board. You can see how much money North desperately needs. Surviving with 4 is awesome for them. They're not really in a position to be hunting in this particular round. They just need to hold on to their money. Gate's pretty deep, but I don't know if they... Well, they can prioritize their opponent's economy if they want to, but I feel like they need to save as many weapons as possible and try and stabilize early on in this half.
Definitely a big deal on this map. Generally, most CT sides on this map, or the theory goes that you almost never really care too much about the T economy on this. If you're the CTs, you just want to make sure that you always have 4 buys. Like you don't care about anything else. Like you can allow them to have B-bomb plants. That's fine. You play retake. You can allow them to do. Well, generally you're playing retake on B. You just never want to give up A. A is so difficult to retake. And if you have all the utility and AWP, it's not too bad dealing with those quick pushes to Olafmeister, or even some of the slower rounds. Like, you can pretty much deal with anything pretty effectively. But if you start to lack on utility, if you start to lack on sniper rifles, then you start to have problems. And it's really difficult for the T side to actually coordinate through all the choke points. So you're kind of giving up your ability to exploit the inherent defensive advantages of the map if you don't have all that utility. It's not quite like some other maps, which you can mitigate those factors with aggression, for example. You can't really get the aggro on this map, but Otton certainly can. That's a beautiful pickup. Takes down Kirby and Ivy, and look how fast he is looking down towards the ladder room. In comes Letney as well, and Gade will take him down. So that's really important for North to gain some map control back.
I like the smoke on this side. Almost invites the CTs to peek. From the other side, Hunter. I guess he got shot in the head. Oh dear. That is quite the retake from North, if they even realize it. They force Crazy from a very strong position into a very weak one. Now they don't have any control of the choke points. Moving out of Pop Dog just as Gade walks in. Waiting a few more seconds may have yielded a kill there with an angle being held, even with an inferior weapon. And now North have a lot of information. You can see Crazy have got to spend a lot of time walking towards B if that's what they choose to do. Next are evacuating A main, so it will be a numbers game into the B bomb sign. Perhaps Hunter will go first to take that bullet. That 1 bullet for the President. I don't think he'll even see anybody if he does with 6 HP. Still slowly edging towards the B-bomb site, sub 30 seconds. And we see North preparing for a B play and a quick rotation up this ladder.
Yugi's ready and waiting with that AWP. He's also got the assistance from AZ up close. And in comes Valde also. AZ will go down. How much can Yugi get done? Well, he won't be able to have any angles to play with here. Valde creeps down sidewalk. Yugi takes down Nexa. That's a critical frag. Gade on the low ground as well. Now down to Esperanto. Deagle in hand against 3. It will be very difficult. The bomb's being tapped by the CTs. Esperanto has to come out. He gets the first nice shot, but that's all he really gets. And another round goes to North. And they'll still have a 3 this time again. So that's awesome for North.
Yep, solid round. 2 AWPs is some pretty good bounty to take into the next round. And on train, that can be very powerful indeed. An early frag given away from a poor position on Banana, on an Ivy. Don't expect a repeat of that. Caught with a grenade. And Crazy are limited to some kind of execute here. Lost the hype, honestly. I feel like there's a bit of Brazil in all the teams here this week now. All right, so let's see what Crazy can do. If they can have any economical impact by fragging a player here or there, or maybe more, who knows? We've seen some surprising rounds stolen away with buys worse than this. Operation Human Shield into the B bomb site looks to activate pretty quickly. You can get some nice smokes into the connector position from the top of the entrance into B. And we're seeing that exact smoke delivered. Ooh. That is literally the smoke. They will take Letney out, but the bomb plant looks likely at the very least. Now the question is for CR4ZY is, can they make their way deeper into the bomb site? HE lands a little short, Hunt's taking some damage. So I think the damage will be limited for North in this situation, because ideally, with the numbers, you want to spread down the other end of the bomb site. CR4ZY haven't been able to do that. However, they do have 2 frags, and the CZ gets a reload. And AZ will take him out. There's a big flashbang. Flashbang sandwich for Otto, and down he goes. So I thought it might be 1 kill. It was 2. It's pretty good damage. They got the bomb plant as well, so they'll get some money back. On to the next one.
Yeah, they'll start to have a lot of money, that's for sure. CR4ZY haven't really found any consistent approaches. You know, since the chaos of the first, the opening rounds, North have been pretty steady. And again, you know, one of the points I was making was how important it is to get your CT economy established, because you can see, I mean, again, just look at the comfort North have here. They don't seem to really be, they're not getting outmaneuvered. They're not really losing a lot of the jewels that have been taken by CR4ZY. Orb comes out on Norton again. We saw him getting a pick onto Kirby on Ivy in a previous round. That would be a gift for sure if they could get something like that again. An early pick on this map is difficult to do. Flashbang in. The smoke is annoying, isn't it?
Will delay them somewhat. And it means that the CTs could be close. There could be a flashbang play behind it. You've got to be pretty nervous about that, and CR4ZY will move away with some of their players. In the meantime, Kiabi's having a look around the other end of main. He doesn't know if anybody's around the corner. Often there can be a T who'll just move to the corner just past that Molotov, just in case there is a flash play by the CT, so he'll safely move away. And there's less than a minute for CR4ZY, who have held on to almost all of their grenades. But they don't know the positions of North on the A bomb site, and that's an issue. Letney's been shot through the wall, I believe, by an AWP. So they have presence from that. You can see Gates in an elevated position. The grenades continue to fly in, so the counter grenades from North as CR4ZY start to throw their smokes in. But how will they get through these choke points? Gate's completely blind, but he's in a good position. Letney gets taken out. Is there a trade? There isn't. Esperanto, no. Otto still in the choke point with the AWP, and Gate continues to deliver some frags. No answer just yet from CR4ZY. Finally, Nexus activated, and maybe there's a chance, but there's no time. 20 seconds on the clock. The bomb's on the floor. Hunter alone, and he'll join his teammates soon enough. Another round in the bag for North. They delayed the initial timing from the Ts. The counter grenades were there. They had great positioning because of that smoke. Around that main position, they could post up where they wanted to, and the multi-frags could not be stopped until it was too late.
Gate's been having a great day so far today. That match he had on Inferno was also really strong. It wasn't quite AZ of yesterday on Inferno, but it was still very good, and he was leading the way by far for his team. And he's looked like a really safe pair of hands on this map as well so far. And we get double orbs here, AZ and Yugi, but the quick push from Nexa down towards Sandwich surely has been detected.
Esperanto is the cheesiest thing I'll say all week, so that's come and gone. We can all breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe CR4ZY can't because they've lost 2 players and they don't have position. The bomb is in A and they are not. So a bomb plant looks difficult in this round to say the least. You can see the entire team are here for North, and CR4ZY start to spread. The bomb's been collected. Ooh. And they're all dead. A collateral from Yugi, a little whoop from North, and they have a 3-round lead.
You like to see collaterals with the AWP. Always a fancy move to make if you can line it up. But yeah, it's looking really smooth. How many rounds in a row has it been now? Like, what, 5, 6? 6, I think, right? I think it's 6.
Couldn't tell you.
I think it was 1-4. I think it's been... I think that's where they stopped the terrorizing streak of rounds from CR4ZY. Double AWPs working out really nicely so far for North, and they will play 3 players towards B, towards inner, so they're anticipating more play towards that position early in the round now. Kirby pushing slightly
This will be a vulnerable position for him, though. Look how deep he is. He has no support. Normally, you've got a two-man setup in this kind of situation. And they do have AZ with an AWP, but he's very far away. So if they need to have some kind of trade fragging situ, it's not really the position for it. But Yugi gets off to a good start. He's here as well. There were 3 players towards B for North. Rotating, Yugi will get taken out, but Kiabi hasn't been spotted just yet. Great positioning around E-Box, but there's Letney holding the angle to deliver the shot. 1 minute on the clock, and Crazy have been moving deep. Hunt's taken out near that IV position. Nexa has no cover to plant the bomb. He's not sure where these players are. The smoke is up, and AZ's creeping, but there's a trade. Valde's in the right place at the right time, and Letney just makes his way through the choke point of T main. Plenty of time on the clock. He's got a chance. Oh, I don't think he saw the barrel of the gun from Valde in the high ground. And I guess his teammates didn't either. Reaping forward now, and surely he gets taken out for free. Oh, he is going to look upstairs, actually, but not deep enough. And there is the angle from Valde to get another round in the bag for North. They survive with 2. They collect an AWP. All good in the hood.
Another comfortable one for the likes of North. And again, if we consider the fact that they stacked 3 towards the B side of the map, it is like not a bad defense at all. Quite impressive stuff from them. They're looking really comfy on this map so far. T side is always a different story, of course, but if you're Crazy, you'd really like to get 1 or 2 more T rounds at least to work with. It'd be very hard to get yourself going as well as North are on your CT side. Unless North have a bad day or a bad half of the map or something like that, I feel like they're in a pretty strong spot now at this point. 8-4, it's nice. It's a nice score, that's for sure. And we have AZ and Yugi on the AWPs.
They stopped is terrifying. Up the nose, no less.
Didn't they? Was it Valve that did like the face app on him?
Yeah, that's Edo.
Yeah.
Edo's face. 4-round lead for North. We've got grenades sailing into A main, but no one is there to receive them. Letney, a late arrival, will avoid the damage. See if Yugi goes for any wall bangs. AZ is going to take a quick shot up top. Don't know how much of anything he saw. He looks pretty blind. So again, look at the forward position from North. So Kiabi's in one of the alternative positions to hold an angle on Ivy. There's a flashbang for Gade, just about spots Esperanto, who sees absolutely nothing. North taking the game away with some aggression from Crazy. Gade repositioning, shoot Letney in the face. I think he's got the sound keys of Hunter. Tries to catch him by surprise, not quite going to work out. Gade down to the Deagle. Lovely one shot from Otto, but he won't last very long as a Kobe from AZ, and North move to 9. I like the aggression. They have different setups round to round, North, especially when they are better equipped. So that round where I think it was Kiabi who was by E-Box alone, they had a 3-man play towards the B-bomb site North, but they were able to rotate back and hold things down. So they're very active across the map. Great teamwork for a solid-looking CT half, sorry.
Push, bash, bosh. And another round. We get the full buys. And the AWP is moving towards the Ivy position for Crazy. At the moment, at least. Or maybe not. Slowed down a little bit by those incendiaries. We go for the push now. So it's a very slow round here for Crazy. Kirby, I'm sure, will be very cautious around Ivy, not giving away the kill. It's one of those spots where you just can't give away the kill. You do need to get info, but you also just can't die. Which is very scary because if you're a rifler and you're not playing off of anybody, then there is always a chance you can get picked off if an AWP decides to pick that spot. And you go for a peek, and that's the end of you.
Flashbang could suggest that there's another player there to peek. In fact, Kirby is there, but he'll manage to escape. So it was a flashbang to help his teammate reposition. Crazy will reposition towards the B bomb site for the most part, with some presence towards A. Look how deep North are. This rotation is going to be a longer one. So if Crazy can get through the choke point, then maybe there is something to be done. But that is a perfectly timed Molotov with 35 seconds on the clock. But he's rotating towards the A bomb site, which leaves Yugi extremely vulnerable. There are 4 players here now. Does Nexo make a play first? He's deep towards Ivy, as you can see, just around the corner from Kiabi. 20 seconds on the clock. And now Crazy are all going in the lower area, and they have no idea, North. Just starting to rotate now. It'll be a late rotation from Nexo. We'll see if he can activate. Otto takes Valde out. Still got Yugi by the spalls, but keep an eye on the radar. You can see Nexa now in CT spawn. There's a flank from Gade as well, so we'll see who activates first. But there's a man advantage for Crazy. That doesn't last very long. Nexa spots one by Connector, waiting for AZ to re-aggress, looking for other players as well. He'll get to if he can try to. And now it's Yugi and Gade. Gade up top, and Nexa's alone with all to do, and he'll do it. 2K towards the end. Very back and forth round, but it's another very important round on the T side of Train. You start to wonder if Crazy have done enough on their T side, as they will soon move towards the CT side.
Yeah, it's been really laboured ever since we saw actual 4-buys from North. That's the first round that Crazy have won. So that's something to think about. 4-buy again in from North. Double orbs again. And Otten looking for a pick on a wayward aggressor on that long range angle. Alice is waiting for somebody close though, and that might be when there's a peek from the likes of Gade.
Oh, has he been seen? He has been seen. And now he's dead. And there's no trade. Yugi 50 HP. This is falling to pieces for North. Crazy won't overcommit. The smoke is pretty strong. And look at the response from Kiabi. They see a lot of players towards the B bomb site. He's got to do something for information, for position, and he does. Manages to get into A main. And with a minute on the clock, that may have a big part to play in this round.
The creep here from Kiabi. His position is perfect. He finds the bomb as well. And the follow-up is sublime. And look how far away Hunter and Nexa are from that bomb. They are so far away. Like, even if they were just to run all the way back to the bomb, at that point, they're only going to have, like, maybe 35 seconds remaining on the round to get the bomb planted. So this is looking kind of hopeless. And Kiabi could really be anywhere. So how do you deal with that as well? There's just too many issues here. This is looking like a 10th round for North unless something insane is going to happen, and Kirby will hear them dropping down.
It's pretty cool. North haven't over-rotated to help Kiabi. They've left him on his own. They don't know if it's safe to move into the air bomb site. They have no idea where Nexa is. Nexa was by Connector, basically, waiting all this time, but since Kiabi still had control of the choke point next to the bomb, they just held position, didn't go too crazy, and now with the frag of Nexa, they can go into better positions. That was a really nice detail from North towards the end. They've been very focused, and it shows in that particular round. They moved to double figures, 10 to the 5 of Crazy as we move to half-time. We'll see if it's enough for Crazy after the break. Major.starladder.com is where you can pick up some tickets for the live portion of the Major. Look it up. Berlin is a nice city, lots of interesting things to do. I've got a great list on Twitter, actually, which I need to look at some point, or we'll look into when there's some time off. A few highlights from that last round. Great position from Kiabi, but again, it was so cool just to see the movement or lack of from North on the minimap, knowing that it was a risk for them to try and help Kiabi, leaving him to be a threat, clear and present danger, And then the cleanup afterwards, marvelous stuff. But now Crazy moves to the CT side. It is their turn to defend. It's their turn to have the luxury of the choke point. And we'll find out if 5 rounds on the T side was enough.
Yeah, we have Valde and Gade sporting a collection of grenades, but so is Otten and Hunter. So North looking for a split on the A bomb side here. Ivy and T main. Be good standard to go with if you're in doubt. And nice trade from AZ with that Glock. Oh, Esperanto showing that there's one more player towards that pop dog position. That's really annoying actually for the T side. Okay, now, oh, well, there you go. Nexa finishes off Yugi, and the pistol will be claimed by Crazy. However, no bomb went down. So I would imagine that we'll get a full save here from the likes of North. So they can get the AKs out in the 3rd round here in the 2nd half. I don't think it makes much sense to force buy on the T side if you don't get the bomb down, but they're going to do it. They're going to go for it.
Yes, I want force buys until there are consecutive rounds. Force back and forth. So, but I do agree with you. I feel like if you're going to force buy in a round such as this with no bomb plant, then you've got to have a solid execute behind it. We see there are a number of smoke grenades for North, so they must have intentions. We saw good coordination from them on the 1st half, so I'm confident. I believe that they have a solid plan. You see the numbers moving together towards the B bomb sites. Someone's got to take a first bullet. See Otten with an MP9. He's in a good position. He's got a teammate in tow as well. They're lining up and they're standing to try and take the duel. Not quite working out for them though. And he's bought some time despite going down. Although Nexa's a bit vulnerable because he's got high position to worry about. The smoke grenade will cover AZ from the plays moving through connector. So 2 plays have been taken out. Bomb plant's been denied though. I think Valde thought they were good for it, so he started to move up the ramp. But now will be limited as to what they can do. Crazy surviving with 3 players will be good enough, and the bro fist will be denied. Second attempt will be successful though. Everybody calm down.
Yeah, so that was very unfortunate. They didn't get the bomb plant at least, and well, they absolutely must be saving one now. It's a good work from Otten. It's the fact that he was able to get back behind cover, and the fact that he didn't die just straight away. Because like AZ would have had, he probably wouldn't have lost all of his life. He would have got that 2nd kill. Much more quickly. He would have gotten a gun. You know, the whole round something looks different, but Otten holding on for so long really did make the difference. And look at that, the incendiary trying to stop the rush timing. They're going to go through it. They don't care. They just have Glocks and 2 PT-50s. Here is the MP9. Hunter gets himself a lot of money, and Esperanto will finish things off. Nicely done.
Nice. Quick one. In the bag. Right then, let's see what North have in store for their opponent. It's all for Crazy to do. They have the early AWP. North have a hell of a lot of utility though. I expect North will have a better time of managing these choke points from a T perspective, but I think Crazy will probably find more comfort on their CT side than the T side. All considered, I think score-wise, they did a good job in the 1st half. Well, both teams really. We have an exchange now, the numbers game being abused by North, charging into the A-bomb site. Again, in a simple T rounds, just pressing forwards. Otten may have seen somebody going up the ladder, but North are just going to completely retreat through the choke point once again. Now, they have 2 flashbangs, but they are 4 versus 3. It's a lot of area for 3 CTs to control. And they're just going to W towards B bomb sites, it seems. And it seems to be a masterstroke because everyone is now out of position for Crazy. Nexa moving into the B bomb site, but it is guesswork. He's at the back. His teammates are coming through CT spawn as well. I don't think the AWP will have angles before they get to the bomb site. A little jiggle from Yugi, and maybe he will. Otto takes him out, and no one can plant the bomb just yet. Valde trying to make inroads, but Nexa's in the middle, and he takes him out. This is falling to pieces for North. They made a nice rotation, but it doesn't seem like they got there fast enough. AZ up the ladder, takes Otto out, and that's a beautiful 2K from him. What a steal. Nerves of steel from AZ.
It's so funny. Valde is like so hype. AZ doesn't really seem to care, but he's like amazing. That's and AZ's been just full of those 2Ks all the time. Like he is so often picking up these extra, like these high value, kills scenarios where he gets that 1 kill, and then the second one's always, it's such a big ask, but he usually seems to get it. And in these really intense situations, he's been playing so well. And we'll see him here with the Krieg. 1v2.
Evading the scope, going up the ladder. Awesome stuff, and Nexa can't reply in time. That's crushing for Crazy. That's really difficult to lose around that way after rotating back into the B-bomb site, getting those picks. The hesitation from North crossing towards the site to plant the bomb gave them a chance, but AZ took it all away. But here we still have Crazy with an AWP. They're forcing up. They've got a Mag 7 on Nexa, but AWP is the big boy. It's the star of the show. Such an interesting round. Not often you see North almost, or any T-side, almost get to the site, then just all fall back, retract, press the rewind button on the VHS, and make their way towards the B-bomb site like that.
Yeah, it's definitely caused pause for thoughts for the likes of Crazy. Oh. Oh.
Come on. I'm on camera, bro. Don't do this to me.
I feel bad for him. All right, so 11-8. Easy with that beautiful clutch. And the money is really on the ropes here for Crazy. If they lose this round, they're going to be in eco territory. So North will likely expect this, although North's selection of utility is limited, and that's not looking great as far as their long-term options go in this round. Lenny with that control of Pop Dog is quite important because of all the information he can get. Typically, you want to be able to remove this player from Pop Dog with the double HEs or double mollies, like whatever it is. Just make sure that that position's taken care of, because otherwise they get a little bit too much information, the CTs. And you can see Valdi is harassing that position. There's no one else in the forward spot for Crazy though, towards the A side of the map. Like no one in teammate, for example. And ooh, the Mag 7, hello! And it's gonna whiff twice effectively. Well, it doesn't whiff, but it doesn't get a kill. And that's what you need. And they're on the bomb side here. That HE will take down AZ. But the bomb's gone down.
They've stopped the Ts who are trying to take the rest of the bomb site, which gives them more position, but that's a strong frag from Valde, and now he can join his teammates, believing the rest of the team are on the site. The rest are crazy, and he's not wrong. There's a smoke, but how do they choose to use it? First, they've got to deal with Gade. Hunter creeping, he's got the right angle. Gonna check the low ground. There's no diffuse kit for these two players. I don't know if there's one on the floor, but they need to get on this bottom quickly. And Otto's got to do a great job. So far, so good. That's fantastic from him. And there might just be time to defuse the bomb. Would love to see if they can defuse it.
I guess so.
Looks like they defused it, Dan. Can't be too quick. That's a great hold with the AWP. Really high pressure, cannot miss a shot. Made the right read, one high, one low, marvelous stuff.
Yeah, getting the order right, it's important. I mean, typically you're going to be looking high, I guess, in the first instance, but very decisive stuff, and that's important because, again, as we highlighted, that it wasn't a position for Crazy to buy if they lost that round. Even this round, they're in a lot of trouble. Although we'll kick things off well, though, taking down Gade, and the numbers, they dwindle, and the more they dwindle, the less opportunity there will be as the numbers advantage. All that's really going for North here. And Crazy are more or less giving the B-bomb plant to them. Well, that's it. Is there a flank coming already? So Esperanto moving around there towards the Pop Dog position. Nexa, though, will try to take down most of them. And Otto on the high grounds. Limited options here. Oh, Otto is actually going to go down.
Oh, that's scary. I think he was hell-bent on trying to stop the bomb plant. Oh, the burst fire with the Glock. That's dirty. That's really nasty. These players are pretty low, but look at the damage they have done to Crazy. It's awkward. There's a deagle on Valde. You just never know. He's starting to creep as well, but he gets taken out. Yugi looking for something, finds a deagle on his own. And now he's got a 1 versus 1. Where is Lenny? He's got no idea. Creating some space with the smoke. Oh, he's going to hide in plain sight. That can help him avoid the Molotov. Does Lenny go for the spray? He's creeping around the corner. This is 50-50, honestly. It is!
Oh!
They've stolen it! How on earth did they manage to win that?
Oh my God, James. There's no money.
I really feel like that all happens because Otten is too deep trying to stop the bomb plant. He's exposed versus 2 players, misses his shot, goes down, and then it just turns into absolute disaster.
Oh my God, that is crazy. They don't have any money left. The margins are so fine on these kills. Like the burst Glock, you just never see that. That's some 1.6 business. Oh my God! It's just heartbreaking.
Yeah,
So heartbreaking.
You know what that means. That's why sometimes you got to give up the bomb plant and just focus on the retake with your teammates. Point of no return exposed. Otten was on the front page of the National Enquirer. Taken out. That's brutal stuff. What a perfect way to find a smoke grenade.
And we're going to see in a moment what that means for the buy of CR4ZY. Yeah, that's awful. 2 MP9s.
Oh,
they're
dear.
actually forcing. I don't know if they need to force buy. I suppose they did just win a round, so maybe
Lose a round.
no. Before that, they just won a round.
What a tremendous round for North to win.
So yeah, I guess they don't really have a loss bonus. Oof. It's a tough call, man, to force buy in these positions. There's not many options that you have.
Shot him in the head, but he's blind and he's dead, as he will often be in these situations. Such a, I mean, it's got to be hard to focus after a round like that. You're a map down, your CT side's looking fairly good. You feel confident, and you get absolutely wiped out by an eco round where the target, the aim is to plant the bomb. Now we have grenades sailing into the A-bomb site where all 4 CR4ZY players are. And once they realize they have been outpositioned, I would expect them to try and save. Nex is making his way through connector with an MP9, but no grenades and no kit. You're not winning this round, and indeed, he will choose to fall back. Plenty of equipment being carried by CR4ZY, which they can try to use in the next round. If they can survive with 4, which might not be so likely, they could essentially just rerun this round.
Yeah, it's getting awkward though, isn't it, at this point? I guess it's been awkward for a while. I guess it was truly awkward when they lost that round against the Pistols. That was maximum awkward. But like for North to be able to accomplish that, it was pretty, I mean, pretty impressive. Like some of the deagle shots, like Yugi dropping the smoke and like being able to play around it, like not knowing necessarily if he was going to be moving into the Molotov that was right next to him. Crazy, crazy stuff.
Catastrophe.
Yeah. Okay, so North know that they are close now. They're very close to this victory. It's such a long journey for these teams to go deep in the minors. There's so many good teams. And here we go, 13-9 for North, and it's the save round for CR4ZY. Unless something untoward happens, it should be number 14 for North, and they're going to go for a burst towards the B-bomb site. I like this. They know there's no AWP in play, so they know that upper is completely for grabs here. There's no way that it can be stopped by CR4ZY. This is a great round selection from North, because again, if the other side doesn't have an AWP, they can't really answer a rush upper like that.
North moving to 14 rounds. Continuation spray. Cavalry come from the side. Another round in the bag for North, being very, very vocal. Psychological warfare in the tournament area. Now let's see what the situation is for the CT side. So much opportunities come and gone.
By the way, it's cool as a quick note that a lot of the energy is coming from Valde, who is, the leader of the team in the game. I think that's, lead by example. If you have your leader who's just constantly just outputting energy like Valde is, it's going to feel very good playing next to him.
Flames of CR4ZY have been reduced to embers, but they still have a chance. Otten is naked with the LWP. Gage looking for a cheeky frag. This is an example of where it benefits to have shadow set to high. If somebody's on top of this train and you're up the ramp, if your shadows are set to the minimum, you wouldn't see something. But if they're set to high or medium, then you would. Next up, holding the angle down, and he's got the bomb now. There's no response to these frags. North stuck in the choke point. So far, so good for CR4ZY. There's no trade, however. They're still rotating after those 2 kills. Takes some time to get here from the A bomb site. Yugi trying to make a desperate bomb plant. They have money, however. They need frags, North. They need to make it hard for CR4ZY. if Crazy are to win this one, which isn't guaranteed. Look at the frag from Kjabi. He's being looked for, but he'll still pop Esperanto. Now they need to focus on that, and Yugi will try and activate up and down the ladder, trying to figure out where these players are. He's got some space to work with this smoke. He's got to be careful, though. Beautiful shot onto Letney, but they're still swarming him, but there's still no trade. When are they going to get a frag? There it is. Where is Kjabi? He's up top. I don't think they've heard him. There might be a smoke, though. Smoke diffuse. Is he going to have the spray? There's no kit for either of them. There's the first one to transfer.
Oh!
It makes it look easy, and it's match point for North.
What a beautiful round. Can you believe it? They were down to 2 players. Yugi with just an amazing effort on that B bomb site. He bought so much time for Kjabi, who came in on that massive flank. Then Kjabi found his way all the way back around towards the upper side of the bomb site. That is beautiful play from them, and they... Oh man, it's so hard for Crazy to answer some of this. That's an awesome frag from Kjabi. That spray was perfectly placed. You can't ask for better than that. And here it is. It comes down to this. The FAMAS, the MP9, the UMP as the outside rush hits. And North look to close this one down. Well, they will take down Valde. And it looks like it's not too bad. The frags will be exchanged evenly between these two teams as North look to close this one down. And Crazy look to try to survive. And they may just do it. But AZ and Kjabi, the ones that are left. And once again, Kjabi's coming in from the back. He's coming in from Ivy. I don't know that they expect this. AZ's making a lot of noise. And indeed, Kjabi announces his presence with a kill.
Nexa and Otten fighting for survival, and now it's just Nexa. Is this the end of the road for Crazy? It seems like it is. There's a big headshot from Kjabi, and it's a strong performance from North. A 2-0. Marvelous stuff from them. They came in as a stronger team to this series, and they come out of it even more so. Really nice for them. Boost of confidence as they move through the bracket. Really nice work from North.
Yeah, I think, shout-outs to Gade for sure. I think on Inferno, he really stepped up in the moments in which they needed it. We saw that they started off with a pistol victory that was purely because of Gade's efforts, and he continued that for me. And he wasn't this good yesterday. And we see that AZ still firing on all cylinders. I think Kjabi played better today as well, and I'm loving the energy from North also. But if we cast our look to Crazy just for a second, man, what a team! They have a lot of skill. I cannot wait to see where they go. But it looks like James, they're not going to be so lucky against North. I mean, it's such a quality opponent. What can you say? Yeah,
I do think that there are clearly some easy fixes for Crazy. Looking at the demos, especially on Inferno, the anti-eco rounds and so on, I think there's clear fixes in terms of coordination and so on, and maybe there's just more experience with the team together as well. But I think they can take leaps and bounds in the short term, just with some fixes and some reviews of demos. But that's enough about them. It is over to Sue with the winners.